Then we have a lady here. So as we were saying, we were Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol, according to Henry Fayol, management is to forecast. Is to forecast, to plan, to organize, to correct, to coordinate, forecast, plan, organize, coordinate, to command, to coordinate and to control. Organize, command, coordinate, and to control. So Fayol explains management as a function. You can mention that Fayol is considered to be the father of management. The father of management. He gave the first definition of management. He gave the first definition of management and also described the 5 functions of management. Also described the 5 functions of management as well as functional departments. Describe the 5 functions of management as well as functional departments. So it's the definition, functions, and functional departments. Then we have a lady here known as Mary. Mary for it. We have Mary for it. According to her, management is the art of getting things done, through others. So by art here, she tries to explain management as, for example, an art such as a political activity. The art. The art of getting things done through others. An art here described as an example being a political activities whereby there is leading and controlling people. The politicians rule and control people. They also influence people. As well as leading people to do what they don't want to do. Leading people to do what they don't want to do. So as far as the definition of management is concerned, we refer to those 3 schools of thought. So we can have a conclusion. You can just write a conclusion. Then we have first point, number 1, management refers to a group of people. A group of people tasked. A group of people tasked with managing an organization. A group of people tasked with managing an organization. In brackets, managers. They are the one with the task of managing organizations. Number 2 is describes the 5 functions of management. Describes the 5 functions of management. We are doing a conclusion of the proponents, those 3 people. So they describe the 5 functions of management. So we can highlight the 5 functions. One is planning. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Those are the 5 functions of management. You got the functions: planning, organizing,
staffing, directing, and controlling.
Yeah. So, and at the second conclusion, you can write in brackets an activity of management. See, the first one is referring to managers. The second one is an act of management. Management as an act, as an activity rather. And the third one is the subject or discipline of management. The subject or discipline of management. Any questions so far? Next, look at features. Features of management. Features of management. Features of management. Features of management. The first one, say that management is a continuous process. Management is a continuous process. It never ends. It's a continuous process. So we'll have those functions. We've highlighted these functions. We'll have a illustration. Just trying to a cycle. It's a cycle that you have them in a cycle. Planning, organizing, staffing. Here the planning here. Organizing. Have here staffing. That order. Have directing here. Then at the heart here is controlling. So it goes from then goes back to planning. known as the management cycle. Just explains that management is a continuous thing. The second feature is that it's the art of getting things done through people. The art of getting things done through people. That just explains what management is. The third feature, which is coming out clearly, is it is results or goal oriented. It's results or goal oriented. It's multidisciplinary. It's multidisciplinary. That is, it borrows heavily from other subjects. It borrows heavily from.
Next point.
It's the same. Multidisciplinary. That is, it borrows heavily from other subjects. The next feature is that it's a group activity. It's a group activity. The next point is that it follows well-established principles. Management follows well-established principles. You can put a hyphen and say the 14 principles by Fayol. We'll look at them later. 14 principles by Fayol. The next point is that it's situational by nature. It's situational by nature. By situational, it means it tends to deal with situations case to case. So, the next point, there is a separation between management and others. There is a separation between management and others. Those are the features of management. Then we look at characteristics of management. Characteristics. So the features basically are just building up on the definition of management. So you've seen we just repeated what we said up there. The features are just adding more material or content into the definition. So into the characteristics, say that management can be described by a number of characteristics. Management can be described by a number of characteristics, such as the first characteristic is a group of top-level employees. A group of top-level employees. So that describes management. A group of top-level employees. The other characteristic is as a science. As a science. We'll dig deeper into this later. Number 3 is as a resource.
Can you read point 2 under characteristics of management?
As a science.
That is part 2.
We just write it as a science,
Okay. 9.3.
as a resource.
It's a resource.
So we refer to employees as human resource. The fourth one is management is a study. Is a study. Next is management as a practice. As a practice. And lastly, we have management as an art. As an art. We can move to the importance of management. How important is management? Or what is the importance of management? What do you think is the importance of management? Sharon, the importance of management from what we said about management.
It improves productivity, gives direction,
And many other things. What do you think?
It prevents collision of duties and responsibilities in an organization.
It's those among others. So the first one, it helps an organization to achieve its goals. Helps an organization to achieve its goals. Number two, it helps an organization to use resources efficiently. Helps an organization to use resources efficiently. Number three, it helps to establish a sound organization. Helps to establish a sound organization. A sound organization is a well-managed organization, generating profits, well-managed. Next, it helps to improve the performance of an organization. Helps to improve the performance of an organization. How is performance of an organization measured? How do you measure how an organization is performing? Profitability. Yes, profitability is a measure. Because basically, organizations are there to make profits. So management helps to improve performance or profitability. The next point, it helps an organization to grow and expand. To grow and expand. Next, it facilitates smooth running of an organization. Facilitates smooth running of an organization. Next, facilitates coordination. Coordination of work coordination in an organization. The next point, it helps motivate workers. Helps motivate workers. And raise productivity. Motivate workers and raise productivity. So motivated workers work better. So productivity is improved. Then it creates an environment that facilitates innovation and creativity. Creates an environment that facilitates innovation and creativity. Yes?
Facilitate.
Innovation and creativity. With good management, it's easy for employees to be innovative and for creative. The next one helps in controlling the different activities of an organization. Controlling the different activities of an organization. Next, it provides leadership and direction. Provides leadership and direction in an organization. And lastly, it provides stability in an organization.
What's leadership?
Direction. Leadership and direction. And the last one provides stability. The points look repetitive. They are referring to the same thing, so we're just going rounds. So those are different functions. Then we look at limitations. Anything that has advantages must have disadvantages.
Limitations of
Management. And just highlight them. Limitations of management. The first one, management principles. Management principles may not be applicable to every situation. Management principles may not be applicable to every situation. The next one is management principles and concepts. Management principles and concepts become outdated and may need to be revised. They become outdated and may need to be revised.
management principles
And concepts become outdated and may need to be revised. The next one, management tries to control human behavior. Management tries to control human behavior, which is unpredictable, unpredictable and difficult to manage. The next point, management style is affected by changes in the business environment. The management style, the management style is affected by changes in the business environment. The business environment refers to politics, you can write in brackets, politics, economy, society, technology, all those, they keep changing and management style would need to change to accommodate them.
Mm.
The next point, management may overlook some aspects. Management may overlook some aspects or factors in a situation. May overlook some aspects or factors in a situation, resulting in lack of objectivity. Aspects or factors in a situation, resulting in lack of objectivity. The next point, management is affected by context. Affected by the context. By the context in which it is practiced. Affected by the context in which it is practiced. For example, culture, social norms, etc. Will be affected by the context. The next point, management may over-concentrate on profit maximization. Management may over-concentrate on profit maximization, ignoring the needs of other stakeholders. Ignoring the needs. Profit maximization. So the whole.
Can you come up again that point?
The management may over-concentrate on profit maximization, ignoring the needs of other stakeholders. For a business to be successful, there are several stakeholders with needs. We have consumers, we have employees. So if the whole objective is profit maximization, it may be at the expense of the others. Then the last one, managers may become autocratic or dictatorial. That's lack of democracy. They become autocratic, thus offering poor leadership. Under that, you can just say the quality of management. Quality of management is dependent on the ability of a leader to lead. Is dependent on the ability of a leader to lead. So that refers to management style. We have several management styles which we will look at later. Is management coming inatokea? Is it coming out?
Yes.
When we lay the foundation vizuri, it will be easier when we get into the functions, because we'll look at them moja moja. The functions and stuff. We go to planning, we look at it, we go to organizing. So we look at the 5 basic functions of management. The 5 basic functions. 5 basic functions. What are the functions of management?
Planning, organizing stuff.
So we'll highlight them first, then actually we'll just have a brief of each of the functions, like a definition. So number one, planning. Planning. What do you think planning is? Now that tumetoanisha management in functions, it is planning.
Planning is
Planning is planning.
making future arrangements.
You can say that the planning is planning too.
Just putting some arrangements for future use.
Planning is planning. So planning is setting goals, and creating a plan of action. Setting goals and creating a plan of action to achieve the set goals. That's planning. Number two is organizing. Organizing is grouping common activities into departments, grouping common activities into departments, and creating an organizational structure.
Including
An organizational structure. Three is staffing. So say that staffing entails recruiting, deploying, motivating, training and compensating.
entails recruiting, deploying,
Motivating, training and compensating workers or the workforce. Just go with workers for now. Number four is directing. Deals with leading, instructing, supervising, and coordinating workers. That's directing. It's leading, instructing, supervising, and coordinating workers. Five is controlling. Controlling is setting standards of performance. And evaluating performance against set standards. Setting standards of performance and evaluating performance against the set standards. By breaking them down, see, they are coming out clear now.
Against
The set standards
setting standards of performance,
and evaluating performance against the set standards. Unaendelea kutokea. Any question? We can move to the role of a manager. The role of a manager. The role of a manager. It's roles rather. It's a whole. This we are explaining according to Henry Mintzberg. We have a gentleman here called Henry Mintzberg, who attempts to explain the roles of a manager. And he divides the roles into three. Divides the roles into three. So you say, according to Henry Mintzberg, according to Henry Mintzberg, the roles of a manager are categorized as follows. Interpersonal roles. Interpersonal. Under interpersonal roles, we have several persons described. The first one being a figurehead. So we look at a manager as a figurehead. A manager is a figurehead. Just say that a manager is seen as a symbol of authority in an organization. A manager is seen as a symbol of authority. That's what is referred to as the figurehead. A symbol of authority in an organization. Figurehead. Then we have a leader. And we have a liaison person. Under interpersonal roles is where we have these three. We now break down a manager into this. We can look at a manager as a figurehead, as a leader, as a liaison person.
Explanation for the
Figurehead, a symbol of authority in an organization. Symbol of authority. Then a leader is described as leading others into action. A leader leads others into action. A liaison person consults and coordinates others. Consults and coordinates others to achieve common objectives. So those are interpersonal roles. Number two, we have information roles. Information. So when you are applying for a job, you say you have good interpersonal skills. Information roles. Those your good interpersonal skills should refer to this. So in the information role, under that we have a monitor. Monitor. Monitor, you have a disseminator. And you have a spokesperson. Disseminator. And you have a spokesperson. So as the name suggests, the monitor scans the environment and collects information. As a leader, you should be able to scan the environment and collect information. The disseminator distributes the information collected to others. The disseminator distributes the information. And the spokesperson speaks on behalf of the organization. So those are informational roles. Informational should be informational. Number 3, we have decision roles. Decision roles. Under that, we have the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur. We have the disturbance handler. Disturbance handler. The resource allocator. And the negotiator. Mmenyamaza sana. Are you absorbing or you're writing?
I'm writing.
You're writing? Is it sinking? Or it's going into the book? As a manager, these are the roles of a manager. So in the interpersonal, you should be a figurehead, a lead, a liaison, a monitor. You should fit into all these shoes. What do you understand by entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur, a manager should be able to see some business opportunities to grow the company.
Exactly. Actually, that's what you're writing. Look for business opportunities to exploit. An entrepreneur looks for business opportunities to exploit. Disturbance handler. What is a disturbance handler? This one solves issues or problems as and when they arise. Solves problems and conflicts which may arise. The resource allocator. The resource allocator decides where, how and where resources will be used. decides how and where resources will be used. The negotiator negotiates with workers, customers, suppliers, negotiates with those different groups to get favorable deals. So as a manager, you should be able to be flexible enough to fit all those roles, to be able to handle all of that. Then we look at levels of management. Levels of management. You have a question?
Levels of
Management. From where you've been, would you be familiar with levels of management in an organization?
levels of management. Okay, we may have the top managers, then we have the assistants, even ordinary employees.
Yes,
They're like your
yeah, it's the organizational leader. We have 3 levels of management. We have 3 levels of management. The first one is the top level. Top level, also known as strategic management. Top level is strategic management. Middle level. The other name is tactical management. Tactical management. Tactical management. The first is strategic, next is tactical, and the lower level is known as operational management. Don't know if this will help. You have it in a pyramid like this. We stop, middle, level, lower. Operational. Tactical. This is strategic. So we look at the top level management. We look at the top level. Say that its composition is the board of directors. BOD. Its composition is the board of directors and top level managers. Board of directors and top level managers. What top level managers do we have? The CEO, the COO, the CFO, etc. That's the composition of top level. Then we look at its functions. Functions of the top level management. Number one is to formulate the vision and mission of the organization. formulate the vision and mission of the organization.
Mission or vision?
Mission and vision.
Mhm.
The mission and vision of the organization. Next is to formulate the strategic plan.
The mission
The strategic plan. Number 2 is to formulate the strategic plan.
that thing is not recording.
Sharon, is it coming out differently from ukijisomea ama it's the same thing? It's just the same thing you are saying, isn't it? Ati? Ukusoma. Ulifanya nini?
Nilienda tu exams hivyo. But questions niliona hapo.
You didn't have the notes?
Ni kitu unaweza apply.
Yeah, mostly it's application.
Inakuja Kenya si ngumu vile.
If you
Ukiongeza na
have,
masomo.
kama umesoma, it's easy to apply. Si vitu. But having gone through, having been in class,
So
you're familiar with the language.
The tricky part of it ni ile ya kuchoose questions. So unaweza pata two answers ni same. So kuchoose from two answers.
Oh, by the way, it's choices for it.
So inaweza fanya ufanye.
Yeah.
But ni kitu
You can fall on the wrong one easily. We were in number 2.
The formation of the strategic plan.
Formulation of the strategic plan. The third one is appoints the CEO and other top managers. Appoints the CEO and other top managers. Next, provide strategic direction for the organization. Strategic direction for the organization.
Provide strategic direction
For the organization. The next function is to oversee the management of the organization. To oversee the management of the organization. Next is to approve and oversee. To approve and oversee. The implementation of the organizational budget. Approve and oversee. The implementation of the organizational budget. Next is to mobilize resources. To mobilize resources to finance the activities of the organization. To mobilize resources to finance the activities of the organization. Next is to evaluate the annual performance. To evaluate the annual performance of an organization. Evaluate the annual performance of an organization or of the organization. The next one is to be accountable to the shareholders. To be accountable to the shareholders on the performance of the organization. To be accountable to the shareholders on the performance of the organization. Next is to ensure that the organization complies with rules and the law. Ensure that the organization complies with the rules and the law. And the last one is to safeguard the assets of the organization. To safeguard the assets of the organization. So that's all about top level.
Last one.
Safeguard the assets of the organization. Move to the middle level management. Middle level management. Its composition is functional or departmental managers. Functional or departmental managers. Its composition. Functional or departmental managers. Examples. Functions gani? What functions do you have in an organization that have managers? Functions or departments?
Operational managers.
Production,
Managers.
ICT, finance manager, procurement, sales, HR, etc. When you look at the functions, the first function is to set up their departmental structures. To set up their departmental structures. Next is to develop departmental plans. To develop departmental plans. After developing, number 3 is implement the plans. Implement departmental plans. Next is set up departmental goals and objectives. Set up departmental goals and objectives. Next is to hire and train departmental staff. Hire and train departmental staff. The next one is to supervise. Supervise lower level managers. To supervise lower level managers. Next is to report departmental performance to the top management. Report departmental performance. Next is to be accountable for departmental performance. Be accountable for departmental performance. The next one is to organize departmental activities. Organize departmental activities. And the last one is interpret and implement company policies within the department. Interpret and implement company policies within the department. We move to the lower level management. Lower level. Tunaenda haraka ama polepole ama?
Naenda mbio.
What is the feeling? Mbio. Mbio ni haraka. Unakimbia? Inaeleweka ama unaenda tu mbio? Unabaki? Sorry. What's the feeling? Am I rushing? Any concerns or on my relation there? I'll get you the past papers so that as we go, there is.
Okay.
It's easier that way. We are covering a topic and you're able to see the format of the questions. Usiandike hivi na ni application inahitajika. Unajua importance. Roles. But you find they phrase the question in a different way, but you're able to extract from the notes, unajua what to say, how to phrase the answers. Look at lower level management. Lower level management. What is the composition here now? We've covered the other two levels. When you wamebaki ni wakina nani?
Operational managers.
The composition, it's comprised of supervisors, foremen, section heads, etc. Functions. The first one is to set daily and weekly work targets. To set daily and weekly work targets. So the second function, the second and the third is to report. The third is implement what was set up there. Report, prepare, I mean. Set, prepare, implement. Daily and weekly work targets. Set, prepare, please implement. The first one, see, we said is set. Second one is prepare. Third one is implement. Number 4 is to allocate daily duties. Allocate daily duties. Or organize organize work shifts. Allocate daily duties or organize work shifts. So next is to supervise subordinate staff. Supervise subordinate staff. Next, record and report daily production. Record and report daily production stroke output.
Record and
Report daily production or output. Next is to hire and train. Hire and train subordinates. Next is being accountable for daily production targets. Be accountable for daily production targets. The next one is to channel employee problems to the management. To channel the employee problems to the management. We also resolve conflicts among subordinates. Resolve conflicts among subordinates. Resolve conflicts among subordinates. The next is to form and supervise. Form and supervise work teams. Form and supervise work teams. The next one is to provide materials, tools and equipment. Subordinates. Provide materials, tools and equipment to subordinates. We also maintain discipline. Maintain discipline among subordinates. Maintain discipline. And the last one is to maintain health and safety within their sections. Maintain health and safety within their sections. Tuendelee. Sharon. Tuendelee.
maintain health and safety within the organization. Next.
within their sections. Health and safety within their sections. Nimeishia hapo. Zimetokea points ngapi? 14 hivi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
How do you feel? Have we covered enough ground as far as introduction is concerned?
What next? Can you tell us what next?
Next is management as a science, management as an art,
Okay.
and conclusion. Then we move to qualities of a good manager. We almost done with topic 1. Yes, topic 1 ni introduction. Let me read the topics for you. Sasa. The first topic is introduction to management. Na inaishia hapo kwa managers. Tukimalizia managers, then we move to evolution of management. Hizi ni theories of management. Then we have leadership. Sasa we go to, unaona hizi ni za functions. Leadership. Actually, leadership inafaa kuwa nyuma. We go to the functions. We do planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Then we move to leadership. Then we look at the environment, is decision making. We have enterprise management or entrepreneurship. We have marketing, change management, project management. Kama hivi. Nasikia zinafanana. Hizo vitu tumesema si. We are going down to the same thing. Tuendelee kesho. Tupunguze kidogo. Sanga.
Wewe ndio utatuvaa sana.
Mmepangwaje?
Hatujapangwa. By kesho.
Oh, nini online?
It's easy if you can avail yourself.
Where do you come from? Shut up.
Kindu.
Kindu.
Wewe ndio unatoka Kenya. Kesho ukuje.
Natoka
Si
Singa.
mpango kukuje kesho.
Na business whatever.
Si after hii ni business.
In
Kuna
the
3
afternoon.
classes.
In the afternoon.
But ideally-
finance.
Ideally, si unafaa kusoma 3 classes in a week. So you're doing weekend or part time.
Nilikuwa nataka nianze online. Classes.
So you do weekend classes. You just avail yourself Saturday, Sunday. Ndio.
Unajaribu.
Nini unataka kufanya weekend?
Weekend. I can go to church. Maybe. But nitakuwa nakuja once.
Si once unaenda church Saturday ama Sunday.
Saturday.
Wanafaa wazime hivi.